I'm speaking.
Yes or no?
You're showing feminine traits again. I listened to you. I did not cut you off. Not once. Not once. Control the panties, please. Control the...
I remember going to a bachelor party and everybody is having a good time and all the guys get together and they're about to toast the groom, wishing him a happy marriage. And one man screams out, "Marriage is a trap." And the groom laughed it off as he took another shot. And he says, "What's a trap? You get to sit around all day and continue to chase girls, be in and out of relationship. I get the comfort of having one woman and going home and not having to chase the wrong woman in the streets. It's beneficial for me." And then his single friend that yelled out, "Marriage is a trap," he says, "That's only gonna last for 3 months and then she's gonna revert back to the girl that she was." Which brings us to our video today. We're gonna be reacting to a debate between two men about should men be getting married in modern day times. Trust me, this is a good one. I don't want to hold you. Go ahead and hit the like button. Definitely share the video. This is your first time watching. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get to it.
Sign a contract. You seem like a businessman. You're wearing a suit. Would you sign a contract that the other party is incentivized to break it?
Brother,
answer it, yes or no.
Brother,
Don't give me...
like you said, I am a businessman, a great businessman. And I understand that family is the first business. I'm speaking, brother. You're shaking your head already.
You ain't answer the question.
You're talking about feminine traits. Shaking your head already. You're shaking your head already.
Females avoid questions.
I'm speaking, brother. I'm speaking.
Yes or no?
You're showing feminine traits again. I listened to you. I did not cut you off. Not once. Not once. Control the panties, please. Control the...
Come on,
control the panties.
Little Ninja Turtle over here talking about control the panties. I'm about to get mastered.
Brother, again, family is the first business. If I'm stepping into a business to make money and I don't think the business partner I'm with is beneficial to me, I will not do business with that person. Do you understand? Oh, the demon showing again.
You didn't
the
answer
demon.
the question.
I just told you.
You didn't answer the
family
question.
is the first
family is business. So you
if
will
I
sign
have
a contract.
To question, brother,
but
contract. Marriage is a contract, brother. If my woman left me, she deserves more than half, brother. That's
great,
my
but she's
woman.
Still incentivized.
Again, if I'm stepping into a relationship based off fear, I have no business being in a relationship. Feminine traits. Control yourself, brother.
Not feminine
traits.
Control
yourself, brother.
So you mean to tell me what is a marriage is from the biblical perspective, right? So that means that let's just take it back. Let's just take it back even further than pre-modernity, right? So at the end of the day, marriage is a covenant between the man, the woman, and God. There weren't any contracts that was made to incentivize women to leave the man during when marriage first came about. There wasn't anything like this. So I'm not against marriage. I think you still don't understand my point. And I'm not saying not to get into marriage because of fear. I'm just stating what's true. You're using feelings again. So what is true? Would you sign a contract that someone is incentivized?
You just
to break
said you're
it?
not talking about fear, but you keep on saying, "Oh, she can take half and she can leave you, brother."
No,
hold on, brother. Hold on. No, you're giving your opinion, brother. Stop.
Please.
Are you married?
Please refuse.
Are you married?
I'm not married. No.
Okay, so how can you speak on this, brother? You're not qualified to open your mouth right now. You're not married.
Okay, so marriage is a relationship. So marriage is under the umbrella of a relationship. So therefore, since someone doesn't have a title, that doesn't even make no sense. That's a logical fallacy. That's the appeal to authority fallacy, which means that you could say that, well, bro, you don't have a certificate, so you can't speak on this. What are you speaking about? So mean to tell me.
I agree with him on that. You do not need a certificate to say that you are married. I know couples who are married that never signed paperwork because both of them were business owners and didn't want to intervene with money. Both had a lot of money, but it was better that they had a ceremony, and they've been together for like 20 plus years. So I absolutely agree. You don't need the paperwork in order to be married.
Let's test your logic real quick. If someone is a mechanic and they have 15 years of experience, but they never got their certificate, 15 years of experience. The other person, they have 1 year of experience, but they got their certificate. Who do you think is better at fixing your car?
If I have,
who do you think is better at fixing your car? Answer the question.
Listen,
so what I'm telling you,
listen, you're not making sense again.
You committed a logical
Your
fallacy.
feminine
It's
traits
an
are
appeal.
showing again.
You're gonna lose this debate, bro, because you're speaking from feels. You already lost.
So Cooley, do you consider there to be any benefit to marriage for men?
Well, let me ask the question this way. I'll bring the question and pose it to him. No one's stuttering.
No, you don't have to ask me no questions,
but
brother.
I'll pose the question to the entire audience in the conversation. What benefit does a marriage? I mean, there's a few benefits that marriages get, that men get in marriage, and that's okay, tax benefits and multiple other benefits. But as far as signing the paper, because we got to differentiate the two. Marriage, being married in a covenant under a church, under religion or God and stuff like that. Yeah, it's spiritual. It's many benefits as far as spiritual benefits, of course. But if we're speaking about it, if we take that part away and we're speaking about it just signing the contract, the only other benefit is some tax benefits. Other than that, what benefit does a marriage?
So let me do.
There is no benefit to signing paperwork. It's more beneficial if you get married in a church and you two agree to it, because spiritually you're kind of forcing each other to be together. I think that when you sign paperwork, it adds like guideline and borderlines of boundaries in the relationship, what you can and cannot do, or someone else could take advantage of that. That's how I see it. I think that when a man does sign the paperwork and he knows that if something happens and he cheats that she can take half, I think it makes the relationship uncomfortable. I think if you wed without paperwork, both of you would be more relaxed in the relationship.
Let me just finish real quick. My point.
Got it.
The question that I'm posing is, what benefit does a man get in a marriage that he already doesn't get in a relationship?
Okay, bro. Now listen to me, brother. You
said the spirit.
You said that. I'm not gonna answer the way you want me to, but I'm gonna answer it.
Okay, cool.
Thank you so much.
Got it.
You say the spiritual aspect. Take that away. You can't take it away. When you're doing business at a high level, clearly this is not a business, man. He's a TikToker. I get it. But when you're doing business at a high level, the first thing the person asks you is, "Are you married? Come to dinner. Bring your wife." That validates how consistent a man can be, how trustworthy a man can be. No real man is going to shack up with a woman and not make sure she's properly taken care of if he passes away. So if Cooley built a lot of wealth and he's with a woman and he dies, guess what's going to happen? Guess who's going to get the wealth? Not the woman that he's been shacking up with.
I kind of disagree. You can always get trust funds for if something happens to you. Plus you have insurance. Her name could be on the insurance. So it's a lot of ways that women can get the money, in the way that he can set it up to where if he gets a divorce, then that's a different ball game than like if something was to happen to him in death. Two different situations, but you know what I mean.
That's a lie. You can do all of that without signing a piece of
here
paper.
we
You
go.
can
Come
put
on,
someone
bring
on
it.
your will. You can make a woman a
Typical-
beneficiary. Listen, let me answer the question.
I can't wait.
So what I'm telling you is, what you just said is a lie. So
come on.
you just said that, well, what
Come on.
What is the wife gonna benefit from this marriage if he happens to die? Well, he could still put her on the will. He could still make her a beneficiary. He could do all of these things without actually signing that paper. Also, right, if he is in a relationship with a woman, he can still protect and provide for that woman. If he loves that woman, he can still take a bullet for that woman.
And this
You're
is what
looking
I
at that
mean
title.
right here when I said this is not a businessman. Because if you write a will can be contested. Do you know what that means?
It can, but getting a divorce is going to hurt more. I'd rather take my chances with the will. Get in the comments and tell me, divorce, will, which one you going with?
Contested. You're not a man. You're not making no real money, so you don't understand. Listen to me for one
don't know
moment.
what you talking-
No, brother. I heard you say on a podcast you make over 6 figures a year. I make over 6 figures a month. We're two different types of men.
That's totally fine. You
Come
still
on,
a Ninja
man.
Turtle.
Next
bro.
feminine traits. Feminine
That's not.
traits.
You started it
feminine
off, bro. Look,
traits.
I asked him. The crazy thing is, do you want to make?
Come on,
look,
let's try to keep it. Let's try to stay progressive here, fellas, because I want
it.
to make sure we can actually move through this, because this is actually a really important conversation. Because Cooley's not the only guy I've heard say that.
right.
There's a lot of men that actually believe this, because we've seen things go left for men on many occasions, and there is just a lot of discomfort and concern building around the union of marriage. So I'm curious about this because, you know, I got a little sister myself, many of us, just how life is going to go, we're going to end up raising daughters ourselves. It's just kind of what it is.
Yeah.
I know sometimes we can get caught up in protecting ourselves as men, which we have to. I mean, we have to think about what practically makes sense for us. But let's think about it like this. I want to twist this. If we were giving some game to our little sisters or a woman that we care about, is it a good idea, or do you think, Cooley, a woman can still be secure, protected, and I guess comforted in a marriage without the legal document and paperwork? Is that a good deal for the woman as well?
Yeah, she could be married in a church under,
Understand, a lot of Muslims do not sign paperwork because the wife holds on to her father's name no matter what, and they stay loyal to their man.
Spirit of God. That's totally fine. Why would you? The thing is, this whole thing as far as the legal situation, this is still new. You know what I mean? And the legal situation, it doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. It only benefits the woman. It doesn't benefit the man at all. And the only reason why, did you listen, or did anyone listen to the things that I said in the beginning? Pre-modernity, women weren't really working. They weren't in the workforce. So the reason why they made the marriage laws this way, where women get alimony and things like that, is to incentivize them because they're not working, right? But prior to even that, there wasn't any incentivization for women to get. Now we're in modernity. Women are in the workforce. So therefore, why are they still being incentivized to leave the man? That doesn't add up. That's the only part that I'm against, is the legal part. Marriage itself is a blessing. It's a great thing.
What about the selection process?
What you
about
mean?
choosing the right woman? How much do you think that factors into it?
I mean, that factors into everything. I mean, a man choosing the right woman is everything. A man needs to have discernment. A man, he needs to really, really make sure he's choosing a woman that's worthy of taking a bullet for. Like, this is the thing. Women want a man to protect and provide for them and to take a bullet for, right? That's what they want. They want a leader. So the man should find a woman that's worth taking a bullet for, a very submissive woman, a feminine woman, a woman that's going to cheerlead him on, a woman that's going to be by his side. Yeah.
A leader does not need anyone to cheerlead them on. They just lead. And this is what I'm saying, brother. I understand that you were raised in a home without a father. I can see it all on you. Now listen to me. I love you, and I want you to understand this. I love you. But bro, you've been hurt. You've been extremely hurt, and it's still showing. And it's still. You're stuttering, brother. And it's showing.
I've never been as hurt as
it's showing.
He's making sense whenever it comes to marriage. He's trying to say, "Oh, you're not raised without a father," but we're living in different times, modern day times. I'm sorry, but we're practicing a lot of individualism. I don't even think people can live with someone else based off their own ideologies. Talk to me in the comments.
Brother, it's showing.
You just explained your whole
It's
situation.
showing,
How
brother.
hurt you were.
Yada,
It's showing,
quick
brother.
question,
So I'm
Yada.
sorry for you.
Thank
I
you.
never had no
Thank
chick
you.
play me like that.
What do you see? The reality of it is,
You sure?
going back to it, it is a lot of men that that have fear around marriage. What does that say?
And this is what men need to do. Brothers, if you have to question the woman that you're with, you need to go back into healing. We are responsible for the women that we bring into our lives. And as the brother said, men are leaders. And we lead in the good and the bad. And real leaders take full accountability for everything that goes on in their life. So if you chose the wrong woman, it's your fault. And then ask yourself why you chose that wrong woman, and self-reflect on what you need to be. All praises.
There you have
Got
it.
it.
I want to make we're about to close this one out in a few. I wanted to give, obviously you just spoke, I want to give Cooley an opportunity to close out. Did you have any final thoughts on this topic before we close out and move to next subject here, or the next topic? Should marriage be the ultimate goal for men?
Marriage is a beautiful thing. Anyone out there that wants to get married, go ahead. If you're a woman and you find a man, a leader, a protector, a provider, a good man, submit to that man. If you're a man and you find a woman that's worthy of taking a bullet for, that's on your side, that's being very submissive and feminine to you, and you know she's a good woman. You have this chemistry. If it's a good relationship, go ahead and get married.
There you
Why
have it.
not?
I want to read a couple of these super chats. So let's